Friends, Jai Sri Ram. We just passed the Ram Navami. Ustav was happening everywhere. The celebration was, the Bharat was going crazy. Sanatanis around the world were celebrating Ram Navami. Many parts of Bharat also saw stone throwing by the Shanti Priya Samudai, what we call peacefuls, okay, who throw stones on the processions of Ram Lala. That means you cannot have Ram Lala Morcha in Saudi Arabia, you cannot have in UAE, you cannot have even in Bharat in coming days. But that is not the topic what we are going to talk about. But this is about Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh and its partner association, Rashtriya Muslim Manch. Okay, Rashtriya Muslim Manch in Andhra and in Telangana have converted the temple into mosque. Can you believe that? In the name of Bhaichara. Friends, I really don't have any words to say you. I am going to give you all the documents, okay, to see how the RSS has been working behind this in converting the temple into a mosque. Can you believe this? Okay, in the name of Iftar Party, during the Ram Navami function, in Hyderabad, that is in Telangana, and in the surrounding villages, okay, Muslim Rashtriya Manch, which is again part of RSS, Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, has stopped the celebration of Ram Lala in Ram Navami and hosted a Iftar Party, folks. Can you believe this? Hosted a Iftar Party with Allahu Akbar sound, Nara, right from the temple, folks. What do you and me have to do with this? Think about it. Our temples are getting secularized. Now, if the KCR or Jagan Mohan opens the door of the temple to host Iftar Party, how can you condemn it? Because RSS have done it. Okay? What you will say to them is a big question. Now, see here. Okay, I'll go through in details. Iftar follows Ram Navami celebration in the day as Andhra Pradesh temple opens a door for both. Can you believe that? Iftar party is allowed inside the temple, and this is the picture you are seeing here, and of course you are seeing the background also with the same thing, right? And guess what? With the Allahu Akbar Nara inside Ram Lala temple, and it is hosted by RSS folks. If they are our friends, who can we call as enemy? Now, if the same thing is done in Srirangam temple, if same thing is done in Tirumala temple, if same thing is done Puri Jagannath temple, if same thing is done in Badrinath, Kedarnath, having this as a model, okay, then who we are going to blame? You and me cannot say anything because so-called the Hindu flag bearer, RSS have done it. Okay, in a rare event, temple committee in Pedamali village in Kadari Mandal in Andhra Pradesh hosted a Iftar party while local Muslims celebrated Ram Navami in a grand scale. Okay, you have to understand, we have a proof here that Allahu Akbar Nara was shouted inside the temple by the peaceful community. Okay, and around 2000 Hindus and Muslims turned up in the 200-year-old Ram Mandir temple in Pedapalli village on the border of AP and Karnataka to celebrate the birthday of Sri Ram and break fast on the day of Ramadan. Dusty village wore a festival look. My question is, see, it is done by this guy, Indresh Kumar. Do you know him? Dr. Indresh Kumar, the man of RSS scams, and he is the one who leads Muslim Rashtriya Manch. And of course, Indresh Kumar is the one who organized, I am saying you folks, this man is determined to sabotage our Hinduism. Okay, what will you do? Are you ready to see the Iftar party hosted in Tirupati Tirumala or Srirangam temple and Puri or Badrinath or Kedarnath? You say, yes, it is right. And why to choose a temple? Why not to choose a temple and a masjid? Okay, why not host a Ram Navami in a masjid? When you can host the Iftar party in the temple for the Bhaichara. to honor the host that iftar temple premises. When you are secularizing the temple, when you are destroying our Agama Sastra, when you are destroying by bringing the peaceful community inside our temple and doing the Allahu Akbar Nara, why not have Ram Navami celebrated in the masjid? Will the RSS do it? Will Indresh Kumar do it? Of course, Indresh Kumar won't do it. Who is the so-called the president of the Rashtriya Muslim Rashtriya Manch, he won't do it because his agenda is to destroy Hindus by sucking the money from the Muslims. Okay, and what is the RSS Sarchanga Jalak doing? How he is allowing? It is an honor to host the iftar at the temple premises. Our temple was built about 2 centuries old during the British rule. It's a small temple but has a very long history. After a day-long celebration marking Sri Ram Navami, we participated in the iftar. Once the sun set, says this shameless Umesh, who is the temple president. Yeah, now Muslim Rashtriya Manch, that is MRM activist, went around 24 villages distributing clothes, food packets, etc. And they want to expand this in multiple temple, folks. I am mad. How about you? I want to ask you, folks, I am the only one who is mad? Are you too? I want you to comment below the video. This is done by RSS. Now, if it is started by in 1 temple, 2 temples, 20 temples, now all our temples are going to have a kabja of these people, folks. I am saying you, now we have to find a substitute for RSS. They cannot be the flag bearers of the Hindus no more, is my thought. Okay, I may be wrong. You say what is right and what is wrong, folks. Okay, will you like to see all our temples hosting iftar parties? Will you like to go to our temples with a nara of the peacefuls, okay, throwing stones at you and shouting Allahu Akbar? Is that what you want? We cannot even go to our so-called our own temple, folks. This is no more our own temple. It is getting secularized. Now, once they started, all these vultures like Jagan Mohan Reddy, KCR, Stalin, everybody is going to start, folks. We are going to lose it big time. Either we save it or we lose it, folks. You say what we should do. If you agree with me, please like the video, subscribe the channel and share it with as many people as you can. But don't forget, please comment below. What is your thought on it? Are you mad as I am? Or you think this is okay to have in the temples? We'll like to hear from you. Jai Sri Ram.